Hi developers, in this video we will learn about route guards. So route guards in Angular, it protects routes by allowing or preventing access based on the specific conditions. So Angular provides several types of guards like CanActivate, CanDeactivate, Resolve, CanLoad and CanActivateChild. So there is a Angular CLI command to generate guard. It is ng guard and guard name, that is auth. You can write any guard name. Okay, so let's generate a guard name auth gg guard auth. Okay, so once we run the command ng generate guard auth, we will get two files. One is spec file, another is ts file, component file. Now we can delete the testing file. So now we will work on auth.guard.ts file. Okay, so first come to the app.routes.ts. Here what we will do, we will add the guard here. Suppose in the path, about path, okay, we want to apply guard. So let's apply CanActivate guard here, CanActivate. Then here we need to put the guard name. Name of the guard is, copy it from here. It is the guard name. Copy it and paste it here in the path. Path is about. Okay, we need to import it. So what we need to implement, whenever the user goes to about URL, then it should validate some condition, and based on that condition it should access, the user should access about page. If the conditions is failed, then he should returns to the home component, that is root URL. And if the condition is satisfied, then he can access about page. Okay, so let's come to the auth guard file. So here what we need to do, so firstly we need to import router. Here we can import router. Okay, CanActivate. Okay, so now we also need injectable decorator to make this guard available application wide. Okay, injectable from Angular core. Okay, let's create injectable decorator provided in, it should be root. Why it should be root? To, it will makes the guard available application wide. Okay, we have created the injectable decorator. Now it is showing decorators are not valid here. Why? Export class auth guard implements CanActivate. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to make constructor private. Here we will make an instance of router. Okay, private router. Now, so we can implement the CanActivate guard method here. Implement CanActivate method. Here export class. Okay. Now here we need to import CanActivate first. Okay. So it is imported successfully. Now we need to implement the CanActivate method. With method. So CanActivate of type boolean. Let's make it boolean. For now we will return true or false. Const. Let's check is authenticated. Is equals to this dot check login status. It will call this method here. So what it will do, it will check if the user is authenticated or not. What it will do, check if user is authenticated or not. Okay. So suppose if user is not authenticated. Okay. If is authenticated is okay. So if not authenticated, suppose if the user is not authenticated, then it will redirect to the home page or login page. Redirect to the home page or login page, you can say. Okay. So this dot router dot navigate okay, this is the root URL. Suppose if the user is not authenticated, it should navigate to the root URL and it will return false. Okay, otherwise it will return true. Okay, so return false, it means deny access to the route. If it is true, then it means access allowed. Okay, allowed to the route. So here we will make this function. So it is the function to check the login status. Okay, of type boolean. It will return boolean value. Okay. So suppose we are returning false in this case. So here we can replace this logic with the real authentication check. So for now we are returning false only. Otherwise in real scenarios we need to replace this logic with authentication check. Okay. So return false, assuming user is not logged in. Okay. So now let's check it. Run that, run start. So now what we have done, we have applied this guard to the about page. When the user goes to the about URL, firstly it will check if the user is logged in or not. If user is logged in, then he can access about page. Otherwise, he will be redirected to the root page. Okay. Currently, user is not logged in because we are sending return as false. It means user is not logged in. So user should not access about page, and user should be navigated to this root URL. So let's check it. Currently it is the root path home page. Let's go to about page. Okay, so user is not able to go to the about page because user is currently not logged in. So now let's check the condition where user is logged in. So in this case, user will be able to go to the about page. Let's go. Currently on the home page. Now clicking on the going to the user is going to the about page. Okay, now he can access about page because in the code we are returning true. We are assuming the user is logged in. Okay, so in the same way we can replace this logic with the authentication check. We can write our logic code here to check if the user is logged in or not, and based on that the user can access several pages of the routes. Okay, so this is the example of auth guard. Okay, so we have implemented the CanActivate route guard, which determines if the route can be activated or not, and we have made the route configurations here. We have added the auth guard. This is the name of the guard which we have created to the about route. Okay, so this is the concept of route guard, and we have discussed CanActivate route guard in Angular.